I was abandoned in a garbage dump. I was left to die. I was newborn to the point that rats were eating on my naked little body. I have scars today that remind me of where my life began. Well, my name is Jackie Darby. I am a wife to Randall Darby. We've been married almost 36 years, and we have been serving on the mission field for almost 32 years. My story started in Seoul, Korea. I was thrown in the garbage to die, but I know that the Lord sent an angel. The angel was a missionary nurse who was working in the garbage dump. She rescued me and she took me to the local orphanage. And a cold winter day in February, I was 8 months old and I made it to the United States. Some might think, oh, and they all lived happily ever after. But really, the story was just beginning. Even though I grew up in a Christian home, I was looking for love and acceptance in all the wrong places. I often wondered, why did they throw me away? I grew up feeling like I was a piece of garbage. I grew up feeling like my life did not have any value or worth. My mom was always a huge fan of radio. And she said I was listening to Focus on the Family. And Focus on the Family had a woman on there. And she was an abandoned child in Seoul, Korea. And she talks about things that I just know you need to hear. When I pressed play for the first time in my life, I felt like I was listening to somebody who I could identify with. And I wept. I felt like she was talking just for me. That was a pivotal moment in my life for healing. The Lord so used Focus on the Family to minister to my life that day. The only person who will bring that true peace, that true joy is Jesus Christ. From that point on, we left for the mission field. We had a home for orphan abandoned teenagers. 17 teenagers lived with us throughout the first 8 years of our missions life in Guatemala. I would like to say thank you to Focus on the Family for the ministry. I now see my adoption as such a blessing. It's not about me and my story. It's ultimately about him and his story. It's about the message of our identity and our worth in Christ.